If you see markers on Nebraska trails,
keep your head down a little bit.
There's a good chance that Jim Craig put them there.
This is like you're in a different world, you know? You think you're like, you don't have to go out west somewhere. You come right down here.
In his semi-retirement, the 72-year-old Army vet has created well over 50 miles of trails with permission from park superintendents.
They give me their good graces. I don't know why, but and I say, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this.
Jim's goal is simple: to get you outside.
It costs you too much to do anything else, and so this is a good place to be.
About 30 years ago, he took erosion classes to learn how to build trails.
I started at Branched Oak, and then I thought, you know what, I live 6 miles from Wagon Train Lake, and then we started doing them there, and then just kept increasing, what we did. Come on, Charlotte.
Along the way, he picked up more volunteers.
I bugged Jim for about 3 years to let me on the mowing crew so that we could help kind of give back to the trails.
Nebraska is not a state like Colorado, Utah, Wyoming with miles and miles of trails, so our trail segments are all kind of broke up, and a lot of people don't realize this is here.
As Jim carves out trails throughout the state, he thinks he's visited about 3/4 of the parks in Nebraska. And once Jim is done mapping out a path, he shares the places with others by organizing races there through his small business called Angry Cow Adventures.
When Glenn and I took over the State Fair Marathon this year, it was all concrete, and people that showed up that knew me said, wow, you break out in a rash on the concrete? You don't do concrete. I said, no, I can't.
Instead, he runs, hikes, snowshoes, cross-country skis, and even names all of his bikes.
I've got Sally, and I've got Rita, and I got Gus, because it stands for God-Awful Ugly Single Speed.
The Trailblazer also coaches Norris's cross-country team.
I love it that the kids love the trails, and they come back and do it after they graduate and get older, and they're still doing the trails, and so it's a win-win situation.
Jim makes his mark so others can make memories. For Pure Nebraska, I'm Grace McDonald.